Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you. So see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. 1,000 bottles of lube on the wall. Cat Williams was right, guys. 2024, the world's going to find out some truths. P Diddy has been arrested again, and they discovered 1,000 bottles of lotion in his house. And they're investigating the freak-off parties, as the authorities said in their statement. I'm sorry, but if you're arresting a guy for potentially enforcing sexual acts and sexual exploration, 1,000 bottles of lube for the staff to give out at their freak-offs is pretty damning. No willing participants need that much lube, guys. Am I the only one seeing this? What do you think? Did you see his lawyer trying to
justify it, saying he likes to buy in bulk?
Yeah, he's like, there's a Costco on every corner in America. Like, he just likes to buy his in bulk.
And then Costco put out a statement saying we have nothing to do with this.
I've never once gone into Costco and even seen a bottle of lube or anything like that and gone,
yeah, very true.
That's a good price. I might buy 1,000 bottles of that. I mean, call me crazy, guys, but like toilet paper, who needs a large amount of toilet paper during a pandemic? What you need, bottles of lotion, because that's what you can eat it, put it in your coffee. The
shit can fly out your ass.
1,001 uses. Paint my walls with it,
mate.
The guy's a fucking nut job.
I read this morning that he's recruited because they've refused his bail 3 times. He's now recruited like top lawyers in the country to try and get him out on bail because they know he's going to fucking run as soon as he's out.
Yeah, he's dead. Like I said in the last episode, I was like, as soon as they put him in prison,
he's gone.
He's dead because he's a fucking snitch.
Yeah,
he's an unbelievably he's not even hiding the fact he's a fucking snitch.
No,
I love 50 Cent has already got a fucking Netflix deal with a documentary about him.
Yeah, 10 years worth of documentary making apparently behind it. And obviously rumours are rumours, but Jennifer Lopez and who was he Jennifer with?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. They divorced over this because Jennifer Lopez was P Diddy's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a document sent to their house from the FBI or whoever the fuck the task force is, detailing some evidence that has come up from the past, and that is why Ben Affleck finally told J-Lo to fuck off.
I was watching a thing with this guy on TikTok, and he was explaining her career and how it was all like staged, and how it's not even really her voice in the songs. Like they get the person writes her songs and sings them the way that it's supposed to sound, and they use the voice from the actual recording in the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So she's like miming on top of like.
So her vocals are still in it, but the music that they get given is like higher, so you don't really notice that she's
Oh,
crap.
really?
Yeah. Funny enough, I was like on TikTok like I normally am, and this person put up the full list of names of 13 pages of all the names that are in that have come up in this thing. But like I was like looking through it and stuff, and then like I've never liked Jay-Z. I don't know why. There's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way.
For him to be classed as like one of the GOATs annoys me because I'm massively into hip hop. I've never felt like, he has the props of bringing Kanye in and stuff like that, but he's never been a person that I would say is one of the GOATs of fucking hip hop. Never.
I stopped listening to Linkin Park when they did the collab with him because I was like, what are you doing? Like what is the fucking... You're supposed to be like a grungy sort of band, and you're doing like, fuck off.
They went mainstream.
Yeah. And so obviously like Beyonce's on here, Jennifer Lopez, Kanye West, Campbell, Blige, Leonardo. That would make me laugh when there's a video and he's like, Diddy, who would be the top name on when you have a party, and he's like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
He's like, I always invite him. I'm like, fucking hell.
Mary
The only
J.
person,
Blige as well. Apparently, there's a video of her saying, "This is my," because they're trying to say that she was coerced the same way Kanye was coerced. Because Kanye, they said, "Do you know him going crazy?" They said that's part of him whistleblowing on the whole thing,
oh yeah,
and because in one of Kanye's songs he says, "The Illuminati took my wife away," obviously talking about Kim Kardashian and all that stuff, and he's saying that basically Diddy's part of like the Illuminati and all this shit. But then you got Mary J. Blige caught on camera from about 20 years ago. They're doing something, you can't see what they're doing, but they're doing something sexual to a guy.
oh yeah,
And then she goes, "This is my entry into this is my like entry into the gang or something. This is how I get in or something."
fucking hell.
It's like damning as fuck.
There was a few names in there I was surprised to see, like Post Malone,
Oh, really?
Travis Scott,
Travis Scott.
Oprah Winfrey. I fucking knew for a start. The fucking Lenny Kravitz. I didn't think he would be there. Sean Penn,
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, Adele.
Yeah.
She's
Same
attended his
circles, isn't
parties.
it?
Yeah. Pharrell Williams, Lewis Hamilton, Shakira, Demi Lovato, Floyd Merriweather, LL Cool J, Blake Lively, Mark Wahlberg. Oh man, Charlize Theron. Fucking love Charlize Theron. Joe Kravitz, Offset, Lizzo. Well, she's fucking gone now, isn't she? Oh, look at that. Prince Harry. Fucking dickbag.
The way you got to see it though, because obviously this is a list of people that have been to that are known attendance, is who went home. That's who you need to know. Is who the fuck went home.
I was saying to someone the other day, I was like, if I'm a celebrity and you get an invite from P Diddy. Now, before you even knew any of this stuff, it's P Diddy, right? You'd be like, hell yeah, I'll go to a fucking
Oh
P
yeah,
Diddy
when you
party. Like, don't even fucking
especially
worry
if
about
you're
it.
like on your way up,
Yeah,
you'd be thinking you're making it.
exactly. And then even to a certain degree, like if there's strippers there and like prostitutes, you're a fucking celebrity. Of course, I'm going to sleep with a fucking prostitute. They do it for money. I've got money. I'm gonna fucking. But then,
I'm gonna
like,
do
when
it.
he
Yeah,
starts pulling the cameras out and he's fucking
there's drones above head.
drones, and stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I don't mind sleeping with a prostitute, but it's fuck you, man. Like, don't even fucking. But I saw there was a picture of Bruce Willis there, and I'm like, good luck with that one. Yeah, he can't even fucking speak. You know what I mean?
It still cracks me up to this day of that original Cat Williams sketch where, well, not sketch, stand up, where he's wearing the old like velvet green suit. And there's loads of clips of it on TikTok and stuff. And there's one where he starts talking about Hollywood parties. He doesn't name at this point. He doesn't name P Diddy, but he was like, "I was really excited, man. I got in. I got in. I've become famous. I was going to these Hollywood parties. It was like I was opening up all the doors in these houses, man, trying to see what's going on in these other behind these doors. And I opened up one door, and there's two dudes sucking each other's dicks." And he's like, "I just closed the door. I just closed the door." And I was just like, mate, he knew about it from fucking years ago, and like he's been talking about it ever since, and people have never listened to him.
I feel bad for fucking Justin Timberlake. Not Justin Timberlake.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yeah.
Yeah, he's
like,
been fucking through the mill.
Like when I watched like the Michael Jackson documentary, that Escaping Neverland or whatever, and the kid goes to the guy goes to his mum like, "Oh, how could you back then let me stay in a room with Michael Jackson?" And she's like, "Because back then, it's Michael Jackson. Like, I didn't think he was gonna
do something to you."
But then this is completely different because Usher had parental whatever rights over him.
Yeah.
And he for 2 days, hands them to Pete. Like, that just in itself is like, why do you need to hand
the parental rights?
Yeah, to someone else for 2 days. That's
exactly.
fucking revolting. Like just saying it before you've even done anything.
You know something
It's like,
untoward's going on there. And the
yeah,
thing is, Usher's just repeating history because Usher's parents did that to him, to P Diddy.
yeah,
P Diddy took ownership of Usher at the age of 13, which is insane.
yeah. That's fucking Hollywood though for you, isn't it? That's the
Have
way
you
they just
have you
fucking
seen the clip of him on a podcast with like a few old school rappers and
who
like
Usher.
no P Diddy, and
Oh,
he's trying to pressure someone into. He's like, why don't we party anymore, man? We could do like a good birthday party for you. We could really party. And when he says party, even the way he says party is creepy. He's like, we
mm.
could really party. Why don't you want to party with me more anymore? He's like, oh yeah, we could do something. And he's like, oh, we could party. And then he pulls down his glasses and he goes, eyes, like this. And he's like, basically saying to them, look at me in the eyes. Do not say anything. And it's just like, bruv, he's like intimidating people on camera 5 years ago, 6 years ago. No one says a word.
That's fucking crazy,
It
man.
reminds me of, I know obviously we don't know if he's done any paedophilia yet, but how Jimmy Savile was just allowed to do stuff.
Yeah,
It reminds me of the same level of like getting away with it.
but
Everyone
like,
knew, but no one did anything about it.
because obviously I've been saying it. Like I said at the beginning of this, when we talk about it, like he's going to get killed, and I heard this
Mm.
podcast. And they were like, "What's the point in killing him?" Because they have all the footage. I'm like, the footage don't mean shit, man. I was like, R. Kelly was in the court, and that everyone was watching a video of him piss on that little girl, and because she
Mm-hmm.
didn't turn up, it's not very good quality video. I don't know if that's him. It's like I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're looking at the
There's people
TV.
been put in prison for life for less.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're literally watching him. Like, do you need him to get his cock out so you can fucking watch it? Like, I tell you right now, if he gets left alone and they kill P Diddy, everyone's going to be like, he drugged me, and
Oh
they'll get away with
yeah.
it because how he won't be there to. It won't be on the footage. You can't drug test him because it's already happened, and he's not there to testify.
And in the world of AI, they could easily say it's a deep fake.
Yeah. So I tell you right now, they better hold on to that fucking guy because as soon as they let go, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he gets out on bail because he doesn't. He's not getting nowhere. He's getting killed.
If he gets out on bail, he will disappear into the. It'll be like he all of a sudden is just like on an island that he can't get brought back from. He'll be Gary Glitter did it, didn't he? He like
I went to
Gary
Thailand
Glitter.
where he could sleep with all the fucking.
Yeah, but what happened with Gary Glitter? He was hiding in like Malaysia and stuff where there's no extradition to bring him
Mhm.
back, and then he stepped 1 foot back into Thailand, arrested back in England. That's what happened. Do you know what I mean?
P Diddy will be in an unmarked grave as soon as he gets out. He'll
He's
get
the
put in a
white Jeffrey
car
Epstein. He's the black
and that'll be
Jeffrey
gone.
Epstein. Sorry.
Yeah, he'll be fucking gone.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
It's just a rich people privilege pisses me off, man.
Yeah,
Pisses me
absolutely.
off. And
I
when a
hate that
man gets a certain amount of fucking money, they just turn into some sort of animal. I don't know.
I
I don't know what
hate
it's all about.
that video of him chasing a woman down the
Oh yeah, his ex-girlfriend, and he's
yeah, and then
battering her.
smacking her in the head. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck him. Hopefully
you don't
someone does
deserve anything.
fucking no, he doesn't know. Um, I would laugh if he's sitting in the courtroom and in comes a forklift with like 1,000 bottles in it, and like, can you explain this 1,000 bottles? And it just goes beep beep, or like up the middle of the aisle. That's just
Do you know
1,000
what makes it
bottles.
worse as well? I read that they've decanted it, so it's not in the original like bottles that you get like lube in, like the little shitty plastic bottles. They've
Mm.
decanted the lube into like a glass chalice, so they're like with a lid on, like a glass, so it looks posh.
I can imagine him just having like a tank in the basement and then like a hot tub where it just runs lube out, so they can do like Vaseline in it and that.
Just like some weird machine. Like, do you remember like in the old Alien films where they're getting like the aliens out of the fucking mother
Oh
in
yeah,
the bottom? There's like a big fat man that they're just like milking to get all this fucking lube out of.
yeah. Oh man, I hope horrible things happens to that man. Um.